So it says here that you're suing for 50% custody and that you're a, quote, great dad. What kind of a dad could what kind of a father are you? Why would I believe that?
I mean, I do it all. I do it all, Yana. I'm a super dad. I mean, super dad. I'm talking about Batman dad, Spider-Man dad. You understand what I'm saying, Yana?
Excuse me, your hors d'oeuvres. Can I say something?
Well, Super Dad, I'm going to consider that photo abuse of the children because they were too close to the barbecue grill.
I read my baby's bedtime stories in bed.
Do you expect for me to really believe you read to the children?
Your officer, can I say something?
I'll let you convict him in a second.
This is preposterous.
What was that word?
Preposterous.
Well, preposterously, hand over your credit cards.
He needs to hand over his EBT, Green Dot, and Netflix codes, too.
Oh, he has Cash App, does he?
How am I supposed to pay my rent, my bills? How am I supposed to get to work?
You need to quit those little jobs anyway and stop trying to go to school to be a doctor.
This is preposterous.
Well, it's not my fault you weren't on your A game. So, hand over the house.
Preposterous. I'm getting older, and she's getting younger with my money.
Yes, well, I'm going to consider that compliment to her as abuse. Hand over your driver's license and your car.
Yana, please. What about me?
I don't want that old car. I need a brand new 2035 model.
And the shirt off your back, sir.
What else is y'all gonna take from me? The tattoos off my skin? Damn, that's cold, Yana. I mean, do I ever get to see my kid?
Yes, now, it says here that she has 3 children, and, they're all yours.
And Mr. Wong's.
Why?
At least Mr. Wang's feet don't stink after working 18 hours.
Why?
Who's Mr. Wong?
Just look at these two. You can tell they ain't mine.
Well, I'm gonna make you pay child support for all 3 anyway. Case dismissed.
Why?
This is Father's Time for A-Game TV. Looks like they gave him the Kanye Cosby. Wow. Could you tell us just what happened in there to you today, sir?
I feel 60 years older. I really need to get on my A-game.
Come on, y'all, let's go get you a new daddy.
You should try A-Game. Yep, it's an all-natural supplement that'll help you get your energy, go back in there, and win.
I feel great again. I feel like myself. I feel like I'm on my A-game.
A-Game will keep you out of custody court.
No, it won't.
Okay, maybe it won't, but it sure will give you the natural energy and vitality you'll need to stand up under the pressure.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello everybody. First, let me apologize for the lighting. Sometimes the natural light competes with the studio lights and they win. And so if it seems a little dark to you, just forgive me. There's no way for me to brighten it. My studio lights are just not any match for the sunlight. And actually the blinds are closed so that the sunlight isn't flooding, because it was actually worse when I opened the blinds. It just made everything dark. So there's a little bit of shadow. So please forgive me, and please forgive my voice. I woke up a little bit under the weather today, but I wanted to come talk about this and give you guys like a Christmas Eve special. So I want to thank everybody for coming through today. Because I'm going to share something with you guys that really upset me. So please forgive my voice. I don't feel 100% today. So I know that I'm talking a little bit low. Thank you, Miss Lucasely. I've been trying to save my voice for the live stream. I want to share something. I want to share something. Because today we're gonna answer this question. I just seen this earlier today after I wrote my show, and it was very interesting because I think this show answers this type of talk. I probably should have pinned, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna pin that comment. And I want to share my screen so you guys can see this comment. Hopefully you guys are able to see this. Person left this, it was a woman, black woman, who left this comment under one of my recent videos. She said, "You're right. God didn't create us to be the head. It is not our natural role. My question, why isn't black men being the head of the community like God called them to be? You say feminism, but you're not holding black men accountable. You talk as if they are these innocent victims of society and the community. Other races of men take charge of their communities and don't take on the victim mentality. They also stick by their women and help raise the children like they should. They realize there is a time and place for everything. There is a time to build and a time to court, date, etc. Black men need to get their priorities straight. There is no excuse other races of oppressed men manage to be leaders in their communities. We have to stop blaming everything on black women. We look like a joke to other races of people because black men need to do what God called them to do, and that's lead. They have been disobedient in that aspect. Black women should not have been put in that position in the first place. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? SJ Talks in Life. Talk about how black men have been disobedient to the Most High in their role. And what have black women been doing? What have black women been doing? Have they been obedient to the Most High? Or have they sold themselves to the devil himself with a smile on their face, jingling around them cursed 30 pieces of silver and dangling it in somebody's face? How absolutely dare you to try to call her, you not holding black men accountable. It's not my job to hold black men accountable. We holding you accountable for the stuff that you do, for the things that you say. We want to talk about how the men are not doing what they supposed to be doing when you're the ones that sit on panel after panel all over social media begging black men to tell you how to be a woman and how you're not gonna do it and how you're not gonna submit and how you're not, if he can't do this and he can't do that, you're not gonna do what he say. You ain't having no kids. You ain't gonna contribute. You're not gonna be a support system. You're not gonna do none of that stuff. Please excuse my voice. This is what you do. We just saw a prime example of a black woman utilize the same system that we recognize as white supremacist system, throw a black man under the bus for no other reason than she was jealous and started that whole mess. And I'm going to stay sticking on that point because Meg Thee Stallion started that mess. She started it. She could have left Tory at Kylie's house, and whatever he did with Kylie been his business. No, she jealous. She run back over there because Tory's supposed to be doing what she tell him to do. Is that obedience? Is that how women are supposed to be acting? That's how black women are supposed to be acting with black men? You talk about how black men ain't the leaders, but you start with him when he's a little boy, and you break his spirit, and you break his mind, and you break his heart, and you break his manhood, and then you tell him find it when he get away from you. He got to survive you first. And today we gonna talk about an example of how black young boys got to survive their mammy before they get out in this world. You want them subservient to you and dominate the rest of the world, and it don't work like that. So how dare you get under my comment section? You're not holding black men accountable. If women is holding black men accountable and men is holding black men accountable, who holding black women accountable? Who? Are we dealing with you can't check me, boo attitude? Thank you, son Moses. So for all the Uncle Niecy time talking points. Thanks, many thanks, Miss Kendra. Blessings. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you in joining the client. Say get well, good sister. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you so much. I'm not feeling that bad. Hopefully it don't go no further than this. That comment triggered me. Let black men hold black men accountable. I was just on Brother Dennis Sperling channel earlier today. And what was he doing? Talking to black men. Holding black men accountable for the decisions that they make. And the things that they do. And the way they live their life. And how they got to conduct themselves in life. Let the black men talk to the men. That's your problem. You're so masculine. You think it's a black woman's job to set a black man straight. And you know, one of these numbers. All in his face. That's what you think you're supposed to be doing. You think that's a black woman's place. Rightfully. It's the check. You know how you used to be in school and somebody, if they want to punk you, that's what they do. They come put their finger right in your forehead like that. And you was a punk if you let them do it, let them get away with it. You were supposed to smack their hand and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, get into a fight. Because you weren't supposed to let nobody come up to you and do one of these numbers up in your face. That was the punk test. Thank you, Sigma Tiger. Say, yep, hyenas can't be saved. Have to leave them in the wind as in the days of Noah. So will the last days be. Matthew 24:37. 39. Thank you so much. And thank you to Tall said right on. Thank you so much. You almost a show in and of yourself, Miss SJ Talks. That's part of the problem of the black woman's mentality. She think that's her place and her job. To set black men straight. This is the same group of women that don't know what womanhood is. And you gonna set men straight on what men are supposed to do and what manhood is supposed to do and what masculinity is supposed to do. You don't even know what you supposed to be doing. Y'all the same women that let trans women call y'all cisgender. Don't play with me today. I'm already not feeling all that good. Don't play with me today. You don't know what it is to be a woman and you gonna check a man on what manhood is. Y'all the ones running around here raising these the men that you complaining about is the ones that you raise, and you raise them like that on purpose. See, I could dig into you for the whole hour. You playing with me. playing with me, but I'm not playing with y'all. Not playing with y'all today. You're not holding black men accountable. No, I'm not. I'm not, as a matter of fact. And we holding y'all accountable today because black men have not come together to form up like Voltron and weaponize themselves against black women. Y'all don't want daddies in the home because you want to raise kids like how you want to raise them. You want to do what you want to do with these kids. You want to abuse them. You want to neglect them. You want to, mistreat them and all this kind of stuff. And you don't want nobody to say nothing to you. That's why you don't want the daddies in the home. That's why you run them off. And then when you get ready to run them off, you get to tell the world, these black men leaving our family. You ain't got no family. Thank you, Theo. Thank you again, Miss Lucchese. Said, Kendra, please get a lot of rest. Be sure you squeeze a couple of lemon drops in your chicken soup, and zinc should speed up the healing. Thank you for working so hard to provide us with amazing content. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all do a sister good. Y'all really do. Y'all look out for a sister. And I appreciate it. Y'all ain't got no family. Y'all ain't got no family. You don't make a family. You don't want none. We're going to look at a clip that was sent to me, and it's something that this is some kind of show. Vivica, I almost said something. I almost said something about the stiffness of that woman's face. Thank you, Orissa. Said women are raising me and they complain about in the future. Exactly. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I almost said something about the stiffness of your face, Vivica. I hope somebody sent her that clip. Because you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm not surprised by your behavior. Because you're old and you're bitter and you mad at the world. And now all that you got left is social media attention to try to stay relevant. She got a little show called Face the Truth. And a clip that we're going to talk about come from that show. Thank you, Marcus. Said, hey, hope you feel better. You just, to let you know that I rock with you and many women in these spaces. You are appreciated. Thank you so much, Marcus. I appreciate that, sweetheart. I'm calling Vivica Fox out by name and by the name of her Botox treatment. Because you're going overboard, just to let you know. You should have stopped a couple years ago while you was ahead. You're going to get roasted. I got a little roast for you, Vivica. Because you stood up there and you let them other hyenas, your fellow hyenas, including that boy mama, talk to him like that. I'm not going to keep on prefacing it. I'm just going to let y'all. I'm going to let it run once. Then we're going to come back. Let me do this.
Untied to get his life together. He has no job and no goals. Lavinia, what was Ty like as a child?
I'm a single parent. I had to work. This kid would pick up his two little sisters, make sure that they eat, make sure that their homework was done. If I had to stay late, he'd make sure they took a bath and put them to sleep. And then he changed.
Ty, you're getting really emotional right now, and so am I. Because
yeah, I did change, and I'm still that kid. I'm still that kid.
I haven't seen him in 10 years.
I'm still that kid. I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm hurt. I've been through stuff in my life.
Because
No,
you
that's
chose
personal.
to.
No, it don't even matter about none of that.
It does
No,
matter.
listen, it does. But I'm tired. Like I said, I'm depressed. I have personal things going on. Sometimes that
Tell
can
us
stop
what those
somebody.
personal things
that
are.
can stop people. Me being depressed.
What are
like
those
me,
personal things you're going through?
Like-
Stop yelling about them and tell us about it.
All right, like my personal stuff. Like I never really had friends, and then when I got around friends, I basically always did exactly. I always had to like. It's like I feel like you gave me everything, but you kind of gave me too much. But because you gave me too much, my friends were jealous of me. I always had fake friends around me. So that's what I'm saying. It's cool that you did that, but you also got to understand what that brings, what that attracts, Mark. You got to feel me on that. That's what I'm saying.
Ty. You got some twisted logic going on here. That's some twisted
man,
logic.
I'm just saying, it's mental things that can mess with.
Okay,
it's
but
mental
Ty,
things that bothers me in the physical world.
You're telling us that you're depressed.
I don't have motivation. How can I have motivation? Yes, how can I have my motivation when everything is handed to me?
Right, so you're telling us that you're depressed.
Yeah, I'm depressed. I'm always depressed. I'm in a dark spot. I know I'm in a dark spot, and I've been there for a long time.
But Ty, that's still no reason that if you feel that in your dark place, to take that out on your mother.
That's my best friend, yo. That's my best friend.
Listen,
I can't even talk to my mom.
Okay,
yo.
hold up. So has he had a problem with alcohol?
He has a problem with alcohol. He's an alcoholic.
Ty, when did you start drinking? How old were you?
Probably 13.
13, okay.
Probably
That's
13.
Very early.
She be drinking with me. She put me on.
I put you on at 13?
She put me on, yeah.
You're a liar.
Lavinia, how much is he drinking?
He drinks 5 to 6 bottles, and the bottles is like this, like the 40
years
ounces.
ago.
Oh, he's chugging some 40 ounces?
Yeah,
The
we
40
heard that
ounces.
Years ago, I was like 17, 19.
That's a lie. 5
Really?
and 6. I promise you, Vivica. 5 to 6.
I would throw up now.
Day.
I would throw up. If I tried that now, I would throw up now.
No.
If I tried that now,
that's a
I'm
long
telling
list.
you.
That's binge drinking.
Let me tell
5
you
to 6
something.
drinks
Y'all
binge
bill that y'all
drinking.
have, he's only been here a day and a half.
Right.
So tell us, you stayed at a hotel that the show put you up in, and you ran up almost a $200 bar bill.
Here, let's talk about it. 1 bottle of whiskey, $60. 1 bottle of premium tequila, $71.18. 1 bottle of regular tequila, $17.52. We got some beer, a couple soft drinks, and an orange juice.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You did this yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Why would you think that's okay?
I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
You just did it.
I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking.
But did
I
you
saw it.
drink all
I
that
saw it.
liquor
I
by
saw
yourself?
it. No, I had friends with me.
On our tab, you know, Vivica, I want to say, I don't feel anything. This is all something that, as an alcoholic, I'm very familiar with. It's the woe is me story, the oh, I'm so sorry, well, feel sorry for me because I was deprived of this, that, and the other thing, and I was raised really well, just like this kid was. This is all, I don't feel any emotion toward him right now.
Why?
Because it's all a game. It's all his
For him
MO.
to get his way?
His MO. His manipulation of his, I would cry. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to drive drunk.
Leah is desperate for her son.
There's a reason why I let it play completely. I know it was probably about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes long. And the reason that I let it play completely is because, number one, it was on Instagram. You can't really stop and go back and start it and stuff like that. This is how those reels play. Thank you, Gregory, saying 2023, there can't be any more niceties on these YouTube channels. The hyena black women must be critiqued constantly. No more explanations. Thank you. Thank you, Naturally Created. Said, thank you, Miss Crimson. Black women have always been the source of my problems. I struggle with learning what being feminine because of all the unaccountable black women in my life. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Demetria. Says she made it about her, twisted his words. I'm probably not going to go back to that video. Let me sit back a little bit. Thank you, G Money. Said hyenas will always blame the men. They say them didn't want for everything, but built with the F-19s, choose to build family and community with. Soon they will have no other choice but to live with their choices. Thank you so much, G Money. Thank you so much, Donovan Sweet. So I got told an abuser was a better man than I was by my hyena ex-girlfriend. The black woman's tongue is a weapon that is utilized against us. That's how it starts. Thank you so much, Donovan. Thank you, Real Bravado said. What the holy H is this? This woman giving her son, husband expectations and being dismissive of his mental, then all those demons jumping him. This is a public destroying of a black man. Exactly. Thank you so much. Now we gotta cook. Gotta cook this for a minute. Before we go on break, the break gonna be late. The first part of this issue is that they don't address the first thing she said. The first set of things that she said was where the abuse is. That's the abuse. That's the breakdown of him. The very first thing she said was, and she was painting it like he's a good kid for doing it. He is a good kid, but she dysfunctional. The opening part was the biggest issue. In black culture, it has become normalized, and he was applauded for being a good son, for raising his siblings. You heard what she said. I'm a single mom. That's your first problem right there, chicken head. I'm a single mom. I gotta work. It was him that was raising his two siblings, his two little sisters. So you had 3 kids as far as we could see. And he's the oldest one, okay? You couldn't properly take care of him. You went and had 2 more that you couldn't take care of. Where's the daddies? Who knows? Who knows what happened to the daddies? I know it's more than one. If you just can't tell me that the same man fathered that boy, fathered them 2 little ones under him. I know they didn't. So you got time to open your legs and slut around and drop babies for men that ain't committed to you and you ain't committed to them. And then turn around and then enter your kids in a struggle life. And then make that boy raise them 2 kids that you laid on your raggedy back and had. That ain't none of his choice. Them your choices. Them your bad, ill-advised choices. That boy ain't had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Yet he was stuck in a situation where he had to raise them kids while you do you. That's number one. Let me come back to these super chats. Thank you again, G Money. So they aren't going to stop until every man who had a cape turns it in. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Rerun. So that's normalized to create son husbands. Y'all chicks always dropping a bunch of kids, and then y'all stair-step them, and then the oldest kids gotta raise the young kids, and then you get mad when they don't want to do it. You get mad when it turns into a mental health issue, when it frazzles them, when it depresses them. If it's hard for you to raise them, why you think it ain't hard for the kid to raise the kids? That's dysfunctional right there. If we don't go no further, if don't nothing else happen, that's dysfunctional right there. Why he gotta put him to bed, feed them. Make sure they do their homework. Make sure they done ate. Make sure they like. So when is you being a mama? Where your mothering at? Where's your parenthood at? Sorry. Thank you, Jacoby. So that video show how supervillains like Thanos are created. Exactly. Thank you, Mogul May. Say they normalize this dysfunction. It's normal. And this triggers me because so many of us grew up in this foolishness. And then your mama don't even care that you going through. You come and tell her, I'm depressed. I'm about to break. I'm breaking inside. And they gaslight you about it. You'll be all right. I am not okay. No, actually, I'm not going to be all right. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm under too much pressure that don't belong to me, that I'm not prepared for, that I shouldn't have to be dealing with. I'm not okay. This is where you get the young boy a couple of months ago that offed his mama. Tell me he ain't in that situation with her. Thank you, Child of Light. Said this is how cold hearts are created. She on that show with Vivica complaining because he's not in a mental and emotional place to be her son husband no more. So she mad at him. He actually raising them little babies. I raised mine. I told you I don't play. I'm not playing when I say that. And probably so many of y'all in this comment section have had to do the same in some capacity. When I tell you I ain't but 9 years older than my little sister. And like 12 years older than my little brother. It was like being a surrogate. When you the one got to get up and rock and feed and teach them. Then where you at, mama? Where was she? Where was she when he was raising them? Out thotting and bopping. Because I bet you ain't stopped taking no D. You ain't stopped doing that. Your whole day wasn't spent working. So where were you? When your babies needed you, she act like he wasn't none of her child that needed her. Nobody, not a single one of them cackling hyenas said nothing. They didn't address that at all. Well, why was he in that position? And the reason why they didn't address it is because that's the position that black women always put their kids in, and that's why they don't want no man in the house. Don't play with me because a father would never. Y'all prefer to raise them kids like that because you want to do what you want to do and you want to say what you want to say to them. And you don't need them having no defense or nobody that's going to protect them from you. Thank you, Randy. Said praying for healing and strength on your behalf, CC. As for that disgusting video, this is why broken men are hard to fix. Yeah. Thank you so much once again, Randy. And thank you again, Rerun. Thank you again, Real Bravado to them. This is the results of strong, independent, I don't need no man. The results of black female leadership. Exactly. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back and finish cooking these points. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert. I'm always prepared for whatever. I see me. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She be killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven to get some milk.
I know y'all like the no socks on deck, but you know, he had to come get his A game, his A game, his A game. And what you want to do is get on your A game as well. All natural product, no artificial ingredients or anything to make you crash. This is just something that is designed for men to support their overall health, their vitality, their energy, their strength, and their libido. So if you want to become part of the A Game family, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com, and don't forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10, and you can have A Game delivered to you ASAP, okay? Not gonna be here too much longer, but listen, nobody questioned her bad mothering. Thank you so much, Norrin.
Thank you for supporting me on my show, okay? I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show, alright?
Thank you so much, Norrin. Nobody questioned the bad mothering. Where the fathers of them babies? Where that man, where that boy father at? Where that boy daddy? That boy needed his daddy. He needed his father, not you, to ruin him. This is why the men aren't the leaders of the community, SJ Talks. Because you raise him like that. The women you know raise their son like that. They break him before he's an adult. Thank you, Teray. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Teray. Then he talk about nobody's questioning why he's dependent upon to raise the children. Why was she having children that she was unprepared to raise? Why? Didn't address the pressure that was put on him. As he began to express his depression, he starts giving symptoms, but not necessarily getting to the root. He's stating stuff, and them stupid hyenas didn't want to dig under what he was saying. Vivica, did you, Vivica? You didn't want to dig under what he was saying, did you? You didn't want to dig underneath what he was saying because that was a black boy and his feelings didn't matter and his emotional state didn't matter and his mental health state didn't matter to you, did it? But the clicks and the views did, and y'all cackling as hyenas together against a young black boy. That mattered to you. That mattered to you. Nobody went to uncover. He was talking about the suppression of his masculinity. You giving me too much. You're buying this, you buying that. And I got fake people around me, meaning I can't exercise my discernment. My foresight is being suppressed. My problem solving being suppressed. You as a woman, you don't know how to get at to me. And you didn't give me a father so he could teach it to me. Now I gotta try to figure it out through your chaos and BS. Oh, well, you got some twisted logic because she was giving you all this stuff. Let me tell you what that giving is about. Let me tell y'all something about that giving. About when these hyenas flood their children with all kind of Xboxes, PS5s, Jordans, the latest this and the latest that, and iPhones and all that. I'm going to tell you where that come from. Thank you, Philip. I'm going to tell you where that come from. That is them being guilty because they ain't raising them kids. That's them trying to make up for the horrific parenting that they doing, so they try to pay you off because they can be paid off. So they think their kids can be paid off. That's where that come from. And they would play out like that's love that they got for their kids and stuff like that. Oh, I shower and spoil my kids because I love my kids. No, they are paying them kids off because they feel like I can treat you bad and abuse you. But if I buy you Jordans, you ain't supposed to say nothing. You supposed to still be thankful to me and kiss my butt. You the whore, not your kids. You the one with a price tag on your behind, not them. You the one to let a man go upside your head, and as long as he give you a little Coach bag, you good. You can't do your kids like that, though. I'm triggered. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jason. Thank you again, G Money. Said just like the hyenas, they always single out the young and the weak. Yeah. They supposed to not say nothing while they become your emotional punching bag, your mental punching bag, sometimes your physical punching bag. And then when Christmas roll around and you get them the new Call of Duty game and you get them the new iPhone and all of this kind of stuff, all of that's supposed to be forgiven. It's not. It's not forgiven. It's not forgotten. You broke him. And he gonna stay broke until he figure out, if he figure out in his life how to be fixed and how to heal. This is how you walk your kids into the lost value system. You weaponize yourself. You weaponize your motherhood against them. And then wonder why he grew up to be an F-19. That young man sound intelligent. He not stupid. They ignored the fact that he got a drinking problem. He said at 13 and she put me on. And because she said, oh, that's a lie, it was supposed to have really been a lie. Vivica, you ought to be ashamed. Then you let them white hyenas up there attack that boy. I don't feel nothing for him. I guess you don't. Miss Whitey White Pants, I guess you don't feel nothing about a black boy. I guess you don't. We know you don't care. The black women, his own mama, don't care. We know you don't. So that was redundant. And it was all hyenas, not one male voice. Not one piece of logic or reason. Just a bunch of emotions. And y'all, well, you know, why would you think it was okay? He got a drinking problem under his mama's watch at 13. There's a failure in her, not him, her. Because how your baby, if you ain't giving him drugs and alcohol, how he getting it at 13? And even if he's sneaking and getting it, why come you don't know that? And if you figure it out, then now it's your job as his mother to figure out the underlying reason why he's doing that. And not just chalk it up, oh, he being bad. If y'all don't. The first thing he said, I'm still that kid. I'm still the one that'll do that, but I'm broken. You broke me. Didn't even care. Black men, save yourself. Save yourself. Save your kids. If you can get your kids, if you can gather your babies from the clutches of these demons, I pray that you can get your babies from them. I pray you can get your babies out of their clutches, because your baby's going to perish. Your babies is going to perish with these demons, because these demons do not care. They will consume your children and they will spit them out into the world, and they don't care what happened to them in the world after they done with them. So I pray if you got children in the clutches of them demons and you can't get them out, I pray that you find some kind of way that you can get them out. And if you can't get them out, then I just ask for you to pray for them. Just pray for them, because they in the hands of demons. If they demons. Thank you, Miss C said a drinking is his only release from all the emotional backup, taught that him and his feelings were meaningless, a bearer of her burden, made guilty for her failure, dismissed when he no longer served her purpose exactly. And that ain't supposed to break you. Thank you. Miss C stated that perfectly. Thank you, Jacoby said basically what they were saying, I gave you everything so you shouldn't be depressed and have mental problems. You gave me all the stress that broke me to give me the mental problems. That's the part they don't want to face. Thank you, Mark SoFi. They ignored it. They ignored the F out of that part. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bureau said what's clear is the lack of empathy for men's mental health issues is emanated from their relationships with their overbearing mothers. Blessings. Thank you. And thank you, UFO. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm going to have to, get on up out of here. But I needed to say that today. Me and my brothers, I love you. Please, please, please protect yourselves. Please save yourselves. This is coming from a lioness. Please get out if you can. Save yourself if you can. Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do to spare yourself. It's an all-out war. It's just an all-out war against you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry it's a war against you like that. I'm so sorry it's a war against you like that. The lionesses will do all that we can to support you. I'm so sorry. We love y'all. Please save yourself. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you fall. We really don't. We need y'all to be here for y'all. Y'all are important and precious to us. So many young black men. So many young black men. And they ain't got nobody. You wonder why they hit the street. You wonder why they join a gang. You wonder why they take their aggression out on the world. Because they feel that nobody care about them. Don't nobody care now about what they say and how they feel and what they think and what they're going through. Thank you, Steven. So that clip reminded me of a group of hyenas trying to take down a young lion. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jay Jonah. Happy birthday, sweetheart. And thank you, James. James Mitchell, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut out of here, but I want to thank everybody for coming in. Happy birthday to you, brother, and happy holidays to all of you. I hope that you be safe, you know, and that you be careful. I know this deep freeze ain't no joke, y'all. So please be careful if you're traveling and things of that nature. My brothers and sisters, I love you very much. Thank you for contributing through PayPal, through Super Chat, through Cash App as well. I want to thank you for purchasing the book and supporting me that way. Please don't hesitate to go to crimsoncure.com and pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. All right? This is a life-changing work, and we are working day and night to get this book into your hands sooner than later. I'm going to keep everybody updated as the timeline moves on. So please be aware that you will be updated, and we will get this into you guys' hands as soon as possible. We are also still gathering signatures for the petition against Black Lives Matter. So for all of you who want to be part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, please go and sign the petition, share it, and contribute to it as well. Last but not least, I want to thank my support team, without which we cannot do any of these things on this channel, any of the wonderful work that we do. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.